Hi, this is Ross C. Eason, Executive Director here at the Taxpayers Bureau. And during this COVID-19 crisis, the government has passed something called the CARES Act, which stands for the Coronavirus Aid, Relief, Economic Securities Act. During this particular act, the government has been able to borrow $2 trillion from the Fed. What they're actually doing with this particular money is that they are stimulating the entire economy using this particular money. So they're giving money to large corporations, to small businesses, all the way down to individuals as well. Large corporations are going to get a certain portion of this fund, but some of this money is actually available to small businesses in the form of an SBA or economic relief loan. Each business that classifies as a small business, which means that you have less than 500 employees, can actually qualify for all the way up to $10 million per small business. Now, of course, every business is not necessarily going to get that much. You may not even need that much, so there's no reason to apply. The cool thing about this particular loan is that some portion of the loan may actually be forgivable, which means that you do not have to pay it back. So the trick to that is the part of the loan that you will not have to pay back is only if you use the loan for what it's intended for. So the two main purposes that it would be intended for would be A, to keep your payroll going, to be able to pay your employees to keep your payroll going, or to pay the rent on your particular building. Now, the other interesting thing about this CARES Act is that the government is actually, for the first time ever, intending to extend unemployment to self-employed individuals. Prior to now, no individual was actually able, that was considered self-employed, was actually able to receive unemployment. Due to what's going on at this particular time, the government is using a portion of that funds to actually create an unemployment bill where they're actually going to add on an additional $600 on top of whatever your weekly benefit payout is. Now, each state is going to have a different maximum benefit amount. So you will need to check in with your state agency, your state Department of Labor, to find out what that weekly benefit amount is. Keep in mind, whatever that benefit amount is, once everything goes through, the government is supposed to be able to add on an additional $600 on top of that. Now, the reason why I say supposed to is because many agencies at this time have not been prepared to be able to take unemployment applications from the self-employed, as they do not currently have a way to qualify your income. At this current time, there's no actual records of how they're going to do it. I believe that probably one of the ways that they will in fact do it will be to use your tax return. So you're going to probably have to hand in what's called your Schedule C or your profit and loss statement, so they can see that you are in fact self-employed. Now, here's the other interesting thing is during this particular time is that many what they're considering low-income individuals will not actually receive the stimulus, primarily college students. So many of you know that have done business with us that we offer the American Opportunity Credit, where students can get up to $1,000 back even if they have not worked all year. However, the student can only claim that if they have not already been claimed by their parents. One of the things that we found is that not only have most parents not claimed the American Opportunity Credit, but in this particular case, because their children or students are not claiming themselves, they will not actually receive the $1,200 benefit. Instead, the parents will only actually get a $500 benefit, which is still a benefit somewhat. However, if those students were able to actually claim themselves, not only would they receive that particular $1,000 for themselves, they would have actually received an additional $1,200 at this time, which would actually end up being more money per household. So this is the current information that we have. We will definitely keep you guys updated as there's new developments coming out every single day. The government, when it comes to your stimulus, this is very important. When it comes to your stimulus, the government is going to use the information that is on your latest tax return. Okay, so if you've already filed taxes for this year, they're going to use your 2019 info. If you have not filed taxes for this year, they're going to use your 2018 info. They are supposed to be coming out with some information on their website or a particular web page where you'll be able to update your information. As of now, that has not been released. So the latest update that we have is that they are going to, in fact, use your tax return info. So if you have not filed your taxes, please make sure that all of your taxes are up to date. If you have not filed taxes at this current time, please reach out to us here at the Taxpayers Bureau so we can help you get your current taxes filed, get your previous taxes filed, get all of your taxes up to date so that you can receive your economic stimulus package.